Oh, there's Sandy. Hi, Sherry. Oh, no. Almost ran over that bag. Hi, Laura. Welcome, everybody. I got home this afternoon, so had about six and a half hours worth of driving today. And it's driving into this lovely weather we're having here. So it wasn't too bad. It was just gloomy. So, made it back, got everybody dropped off, got home, got to sit still for a little bit by myself. So that's awesome. So, how is everybody doing tonight? Hi, Geneva. Welcome. We're supposed to get snow tonight. I'm not sure how much, but we'll see how much we get. So, but hi, everybody. It's Becky, Vintage Viking Treasures. I am in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Colorful Colorado, right, Kristen? It's probably cold Colorado at this point. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm gonna get it set up here on my tablet so I have some extra place that I can read the chat, just so I can follow along better. There's Jeff. Hi, Deanna. Thank you, Kristen. So yeah. Hi, Denise. We did our drive home today. I don't know if anybody caught my pop-up from the booth that was on Sunday afternoon. That was, and I forgot to make a promo thing. Oh well, I'm here. We're all here. It's all good. So I had Jeff help me bring in some of the things that we found this last week and on the way home the last couple days, and that's what I'm bringing to you guys tonight. So, and I think Paula's traveling still and or wherever she's going to be. So she's not going to be around tonight. And I know that I think Geneva and Sandy were talking about being able to be modding and back up for me tonight. So that would be awesome. Yeah, the pop-up was fun. It's nice to be able to show everybody the booth and how it's set up. It was a pretty big booth this time. So we didn't have it as full as we do sometimes, but we did sell a little bit out of it, so it looked a little bit emptier by the end of the weekend, which is always good. So yeah. I was bummed, Kristen, that you guys didn't make it up to and Yvonne had car trouble, so she didn't make it to ThriftCon. I was hoping to live vicariously through everybody who went so I could hear how it was. I've seen a lot of pictures on Instagram, so that's pretty cool. Oh yeah. Jeff carried stuff in, but he didn't get to look at it yet. I will be unwrapping it with you guys live. So I'm gonna grab a couple things to write on, and we'll see what we got. Oh, I'm gonna move my camera because I don't like that right there, that glare. See if we can cut down on that a little bit. I'm gonna clean this up quick. Sometimes it's just the camera and it is dirty. There we go. We don't get that thing anymore up there, so that's good. So, oh yeah, got a few things for people on the way back. So, you never know what you're gonna find. It's kind of fun. We had about we went to an estate sale. Let's see. So Thursday morning we went to a couple of estate sales on the way in to setting up. And then and Wednesday we were able to stop at a couple places on the way into Springfield. So there was a little bit from that. And didn't do much shopping. I have a few Fenton things, but I think they're in all sorts of different boxes everywhere. From packing up from the show. There's Mom. Hi, Mom. Hi, Lori. How are you? Long time no see. So, and what else? So, and then the 2 days home. We stopped at about 3 places yesterday, and then just one and a super quick one today because there was not as much open, and we wanted to make sure that we got all the way through before we got snow started on this end in Colorado today. So yeah, I don't know. Are you getting snow up there yet, Kristen, in Denver? Because it, as soon as it gets cold enough, I think it'll turn to snow down here. Right now, it's just been kind of raining on and off. So we didn't have too much rain, just a few sprinkles on the way home today. And then once we got closer and got that higher elevation, that's when it started, just a little bit. Just rain still. Well, that's good. I mean, I'm starting to wonder if they were, you know, if it's a little bit over forecasted, because I was expecting it to start snowing here at around 1 o'clock, is what one of them said. So yeah, well, we were all the way up to like 52, and then it would drop down to 45, and then it would go back up to 51, and then it dropped down to 45, because we just went through different bands of weather. And then we got to the higher elevation and it dropped all down to 34 suddenly. Went boom. So wasn't surprised once it started. We saw a little bit of snow on the ground then, but then it warmed up again. You just never know what's blowing through. So, oh, you had an 80-degree day? Wow. Well, enjoy it while you can. We saw like some in the rearview mirror, some sun behind the clouds, like it finally parted way back behind us. Hi, Amy. Welcome. Good to see you tonight. I was like, we should go back there. There's sunshine back there. So maybe protect 3 inches. Yeah, I mean, it's just all over the place. So, but we're back. We did it. We had a good show. And I brought some good stuff as we went. So that'll be what I'm bringing tonight. It is a combination of all sorts of different things. So, and it's in no particular order, and it's definitely not in the order I bought it in. So, 3 feet. Yeah, that's what I thought. Jeff was talking about feet of snow that were going to be measured in the mountains. So, yes, I bet you the weeds love it too. I hear that the wildflowers are going crazy out in California with all that rain that they had earlier. So that's pretty cool. Thank you, Kristen. And yeah, we got lots of work to do when we get going this week too. So we're gonna have to hit the ground running. This is a set. So are you guys ready to start? Sandy, are you helping me out to modding tonight? I'm gonna make sure that I have the right name and I'm not hollering at somebody wrong. Well, not hollering, but you know what I mean. That's for helping out, for putting stuff in the chat. I'm probably more tired than I realize, so some of the words are going to come out mixed up. I can almost guarantee it at this point. So awesome. Thank you, Sandy. Yeah, that'd be really cool to see that. I should go look up some pictures of that and see what it looks like. So I'm going to get at least one of each of these sets because they're multiple pieces unwrapped. And then I can show them to you. We'll start on one of these. So this guy goes with, see, there's a whole bunch of them like this, and they're all set, but there's a pepper shaker in there somewhere, and I'm trying to find it. There we go. All right, cool. So I don't think these are marked anywhere, but they're just super fun. I picked them up because the bunnies and Easter and the spring stuff was just so popular at BTS. This is a salt and pepper shaker set. I'm guessing it's a newer production. So I would have these at like, honestly, about $10 out at my BTS booth. So here I could start them for you all at $7 if anyone was interested. Okay, cool. I don't know if Geneva was said that she could help back up or not. If not, Kristen says she can help out Geneva. I'll put this here. Right? I really appreciate you guys helping back up Miss Paula. Okay, Geneva says she's in. If we need a backup, Kristen, it's you. You're the one. So let's see. Let's get some cheaters out because there's something on here. Well, it's up to you, Geneva. Oh, it says something on there, but I can't read it. I think it's just a number. And a whole bunch, everybody is chatting on that all of a sudden. So it looks like just a number. I think they are a newer, they're not Fitz and Floyd, which is kind of what I was hoping for. But and they both are the same direction, but the only difference is the shakers at the top. So well, that would be awesome, Sandy, if we needed a backup, right? So basically I'm just going to show them to you. People are interested, awesome. If not, no worries, we'll just keep rolling. I have 3 boxes in a bag. Doesn't sound like too much, but hi, LaDonna. How are you doing tonight? There we go. You saw it? I did. I saw on the stopper, it's got a number, but I was looking at like right here on the white. There's something. See, I see there's something on the stopper, but there's also was something right here. So no worries. Now that coordinate with them, I have a set of 8 carat napkin rings. I thought these were super fun because they're like a little, the whole root is twisted around to make the ring like that. And these would be a start at $18 at my show, so I can start them at $15 here. Oh, I'm glad. I've been sitting all day, but the relaxing part sounds wonderful. So we made a quick trip back home today. It was good to take it 2 days. It's just here's the bottom of those. We could have done it in 1 day. Barb came back in 1 day, but she didn't get back till like 11 o'clock at night. And they're about this size. I don't do well going that late into the night. So, and since we were loading up on Sunday, you're just exhausted after doing all that work. So they're about 3 inches tall by about 2.5 wide and just about 1 inch deep. So these would be super cute with some bunny plates. So there are 8 of them. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first one was 7 and 8. Promise they're all here. I'm not going to unwrap them all though. So welcome everybody. Thanks for joining me tonight. It's strange to be back on YouTube just because it feels so quick from the last one. I mean, it just felt like I was just on just a few days ago, which I was at the show, but wow, it went fast. So you're planning a trip to Kansas City to see your daughter? That's cool, LaDonna. Kansas City's a nice place. Got a lot of stuff there. And then, same place, I also picked up these little goose ducks, whatever you want to call them, napkin rings as well. They have like a little bitty chip on the foot, so I probably could do, there's 4 of them in the set, and so I would start them at 8 at my show, and I can start them for 5 here. But same thing, I don't know if they're just new, or if there's no marks whatsoever, or if they're maybe a hobby piece. But again, the beak, it's just shiny right there. So, oh, well, say hi to Jason for us, Kristen. I know they're super cute. Like usually the goose with the blue ribbon, I'm not so hip on, but I thought these guys were cute. So Okay, we're going on to the next. We stopped at two estate sales. One was so much new stuff. We're like, oh, all they have is new junk. So we didn't even buy anything. But the second one had some fun stuff at it. I'm gonna just unload my box so I have a place to put things. It's a smushed box anyway. Here's the guy that's already unwrapped. I believe this is one of the troll dolls that troll animals. Does that make sense? Because he's like the lion. He's got the same fuzzy hair, and the same eyes. And let's look at the cheaters out and see if we can see anything on him. I don't see anything on him. But I believe he's like, he used to have a little bit on his tail too, but his tail's a little bit, little lacking. But still quite retro 70s kind of look to him. I would probably put 15 probably at my show for mid-mod, but if anyone is interested here, we can start him at 8 because he is missing a little bit of fur. I might be able to find something to spruce his tail up a little bit. But he's just a small size. It's like the old rubber troll dolls. He does need a bit of, he needs a bath. The house was nice, but a few of these things had set out on like shelves in the basement and they got a little dusty down there. He is approximately 4.5 inches long, about 2 inches wide, and with his furry hair, he's about 4 inches tall with that poof on top. So I haven't seen many of the animals. And I don't see many of the old trolls either. And everything I have is a newspaper at the beginning here. Oh, yes. I found a few of these. Let's see if we can find them, all the pieces to the set. Nope, that's just something else. Enough hair to blow around a little bit. So I believe this is a one whole set. Uh-oh. Is that your phone? Oh, I was gonna say it sounded like mine, and I was like, I don't see a phone call coming in. That's Jeff's phone ringing. Okay. These probably need a little wash as well. They are fish wall, the chalk wall plaques. Thanks, Sandy. They have the wires on the back right there. They are white with a little bit of an iridized finish to them. White with blue and black accents. Now it's almost a matte look, like it needs, again, probably needs a little bit. Oh, I just saw a mark. A little bit of a sprucing up. Jolly getting it fresh. 1960 Miller Studios Incorporated. Right here on the edge. I do not know. Here's what I don't know. I don't know what these sets are going for. But there's a big one, and there are 3 small ones. This one has a repaired back fin, but you can't tell it back here, but you can see it way up close. So even if without the repaired one, there are 3 fish, and I believe they're all marked on this edge right here with the 1960 on it, and I have 2 bubbles. There's the hook, and there's one bubble. Yeah, he's a little dusty. And the second bubble is a little bit smaller. So it will be a 6-piece set. This is going to be my brain just kind of where we're at. I would think the set would be somewhere in the, since there's this many pieces, I would think it'd be somewhere in the $50 to $65 range, give or take, at a show. But because one has a repaired tail, I would say I could easily start for you guys here at 35. I love that it has the bubbles because those are the hard to find pieces. But they definitely don't have a very shiny finish on it. These need to be wiped off. But they do have that slight pearlized kind of finish to the fish. I know. They do. They do need to be thrown in the pool. They left too long. I'd be afraid that this chalk stuff would dissolve. But it's that great colorway with the turquoise and the black. Oh, look at all their faces. And the black accents. Looks like they're singing. And I'm not going to bend out the hooks, but they are attached. Yeah, definitely attached. So, hi, Proud American. Welcome. I know. It is a lot of fish. It's a school of fish. Let's see. So just out of curiosity, this one is, let me put them all down so I don't make a mess. Oh, cool, Kristen. The big one is 6.5 inches tall and 7 inches long. So 7 this way, 6.5 this way. The smaller fish, I believe that they are the same mold. Yeah, that's the same size. So therefore, yes, these three are all the same size. There we go. The small ones are about 5 inches wide and about 5.5 inches tall. 5 this way, 5.5 that way. Right? They could have catfish. This is a 2-inch bubble. And this is a 1 3/4 inch bubble. One just a little bit smaller than the other. That's cool. Oh, thank you, Romola. Happy about 35. So I will give them a little bit of a cleaning up. And there is this repair on this one. I don't know if I've seen ones a set with 3 smalls. I usually see them in a pair of 2 or 3 with multiple bubbles. But I suppose if you were able to pick how many you wanted at the time, I mean, that may be why. That or there were 2 sets, and this is just what survived out of both of them. Don't know. So, okay. Everybody swim the same direction. So there they all are together again. And if anyone else is interested, Ramola's at 35, and we can start counting them down. I do love chalkware. I have a few. I like the fish, and I think that I don't want to say mermaids, but I have a swordfish one tucked away. Once I get to cleaning out that part of my desk, that one will surface. The fish, 6-piece set. We have Romola. We're counting it down. Right. That's awesome. Last chance. I'll stack them over here, so hopefully no other fish will get Oh, I just saw. This is the same one that's been repaired. It does have that little chip right there. Because it's white, it's the same color as the chalk, but this is the repaired one. So, all right, sold to Romola. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Straight from Springfield, Missouri. That's where those came from. Cool. Oh, this guy came from that estate sale as well. He probably needs a little sprucing up. We'll get him all. Get this little skunk. It's a little stinker. It says heavenly. Got a flower down there. Ceramic figurine with the fur. The fur is between the tail and the critter here. So it is connected right here. And then just goes right behind him all the way up. And it's that same really like rabbit fur. I know, he's such a cute little stinker. He's stinking cute. 6 inches tall and about 2.5 here at the base. And definitely needs a little bit of a bath as well. I was hoping I could, but there's no sticker, no mark on the bottom of him. So I would like to start him at $12 here. Oh, yes, I'm sure it would. I probably put about 15 to 18 on a show for this guy because he's a big figurine. Like normally the other ones are about that tall. So compared to say the lion, the troll lion, he is quite a bit taller. This one right here, yeah, I just got home. I didn't even rearrange that stuff back there again. So he's got pink ears, all his paint on his face, a little bit of a yellow belly. I think his face probably needs a little bit of a cleanup. And then it's like his hands are behind his back here. So maybe there was a second one because he kind of looks, I don't know, kind of looks like he's puckering up. Kind of like Pepe Le Pew constantly trying to get the kisses from that other little kitten. This is one of the first things I picked up when I went in that estate sale. This one definitely needs a bath. I believe this is Westmoreland glass. It is in the style of the wedding boxes, but it is black glass with the white splatter paint all over it. It is the smaller size. The lid is 4 inches square, and the whole box with the lid is just about 6 inches tall. Oops. I've seen them in white mostly, most commonly. I haven't seen very many in the black. And then the splatter, I don't see very much at all as well. Right, proud American. The splatter doesn't continue just on the inside of the sides, but not on the base right here. And does it fit like this? It fits on that, but it doesn't stand like really. It fits on it, but it's a little bit wobbly. So for this, oh, it is black amethyst glass. As you can see the purple. You're not going to be able to see it because I can't get a light behind it. Oh, shoot. I just found one little chunk out of it right there. So I can start that at $10. I was hoping to put about 20, 22 at a show on it, but with that little bit of a chip, that's kind of a bummer. Cream with flour. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen a lot. The majority that I see are clear or white milk glass. I've probably seen one other in black. It still needs, yes, they are heavy. They are solid chunks of glass. This is probably close to a pound. That's about 6 inches tall. The lid's about 4 inches square, so the base is probably just under that, about 4.5. I mean, 3.5. Go the other way. The other way. Yes, the inside is beautiful. This is what the outside would look like once I give it a bath. It'll be nice and shiny like that. And it shouldn't wash off any of that beautiful white drizzled paint as well. Yes, it's neat. It needs like a little bit of a little piece of oh, it would be good, felt or something in there to make sure it wouldn't be, because it kind of wobbles just a smidge, just to make sure it's set nice. But I have a soft spot in my heart for black glass. It is one of my favorites. Okay, let's see what's next. Oh, Kristen, this is something I know you'll get a kick out of. So I took this piece with me because I have the bottom of it over here somewhere. It was a broken piece, and I asked John Fenton if they could do anything with it. First, my first thought was maybe they could heat it up and they could, stretch it out or smush it back together, because it was a jagged crack and it was broken. That's how I bought it. I knew that's how it was. But since I know people who work with glass, I thought I'd see if they could work with it. And it was definitely in my, what's it called? My gambling price range. So what he said he could do was he ground it down just past the crack and made it nice and level. And his suggestion was to put a marble or a rhinestone or something like that on top, like a finial, to finish it off and to make it, look a little bit more finished from the grinding. So that's what he was able to do for me. And I thought that was a great idea. And I love that it now, even though it's missing that little bit, it is nice and smooth and nobody will, you can't get cut from it anymore. So yes, John Fenton is a very smart man. He knows what he can do with glass. Because when I asked, I said, can you heat it up and fix it? They said, nope, it'll just explode. He said, it'll just break, it'll crack. I thought, well, good to know. Otherwise, it would just be gone. So, or somebody else would throw it in the trash. So I thought that was a good solution. Okay, this is the last thing I got at the estate sale. It is a jewelry holder for clip-on earrings, and it spins, kind of that fun spiral, like a Lazy Susan. It's 3-footed. I will probably ask about 15, 18 for it at a show, so we can start it at 10 here. It's about 9.5 inches tall. Probably needs a little evening out. I think it is a little bit, on my hand, it's not going to look even. On the table, I can't tell if it's uneven because of the spiral, but it might need just one of the feet to be adjusted just a smidge. So I could put, oh yeah, you probably could, Sandy, you're right. I was going to look through my marble stash and see if I could find something in those oranges and rubies or amabarina kind of colors to see if there would be something to finish it off. And or somebody said, oh, put a jewel on it. I'm like, I don't think I really want to put a rhinestone on it. But you're right. It could be like a mini bud vase at the top. That'd be funny. So I was thinking You know, I just pick up stuff at the estate sales because I think it's cool. I don't always check out all the things. And I don't think this is marked anywhere. I'm looking on the inside and I don't see a mark on it. But it does have these rubber tips for things to not slide off, and on the feet so they don't scratch the surface. But I just thought it was a fun, unique jewelry stand for clip-on earrings. I wonder if I have anything. Those aren't earrings. No, I don't have any jewelry right here at hand to put on there to demonstrate. So, yes. That's what I was thinking too. I don't know if I'd either do a stone or I didn't want to do a rhinestone, something shiny, but I don't know if I don't know what my choices are. I thought I'd try a few things and see what they'd look like and go from there. But I thought it was a great solution at the very least. And he had it done within 1 day, so he was a busy guy. Oh, Ramilla. Sorry. Just talking, looking to see what else we got here. Ramilla's in at 10 on the jewelry, the clip earring holder jewelry stand. Nobody's here to yell at me tonight. You'll have to keep me awake. You'll have to keep me on my toes, guys. So we have Ramilla at 10. You can count it down. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't really want to put a rock on it. Let's see if I can find the base quick. There it is. I don't know who made it. A few of those vintage 70s. No. Art glass people in the chat. Maybe you can give some insight to it. But with a little, I thought a marble was a good idea because that's still glass. But it's a really pretty decanter. So at least it's not lost. Oh, cool, Ramona. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I know. Let's just put a diamond on top of it. Something precious. That would be awesome. You know, I'll just have to hit me. See what looks good. I have some, probably have to hit it with a black light just to see if it, but I think that glass glows. For something to kind of go with the piece, to go with the flow of it. Thank you, guys. Oh, a Herkimer would be pretty on it. You're right. I picked this pair up yesterday. Ooh, a ruby or garnet would be, yeah. Now these are Viking. They're Viking 6-petal candle holders. And I found a pair. They are the blue neat color. Mom's bagging up rocks. They are 3 3/4 inches tall and about 4.5. Since the mid-mod glass is so hard to find right now, I went ahead and picked these up because usually I'm only finding one. Because what happens is one breaks and then that people get rid of the other one. So I think at my show they're going to be, I would put about $45 to $55 on the pair. So here I could start them at $38. Yeah, Mom's all excited. That's just a little, yes, a little over a week away. I already have the thing up on my YouTube page. We're going to do the last pop-up at Mom's house on Monday. Monday, May 1st, 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Savings Time. So that's 9 Eastern. And the next weekend she's moving, so it'll be the last pop-up from her house. These are Viking Glass is just amazing. No glow, but it has such a great feel to it. Yes, I have Ramilla. You're gonna have to pardon my words tonight. Ramola, I have you down on the jewelry holder. Thank you for checking, Sandy. It's just so clear and so smooth. It's great quality glass. But they're little, they look like sherbets practically, but they have the candle holders right down inside there. Wouldn't they be great with some lucite candles? They would be fantastic. I was definitely trying to find some mid-mod stuff as I went this week because just because it's so hard to find around here. So I had my eye out for that a lot. Hi, Carol. Yes, so it's the, okay, Mom will have to, I'll send you the dates, Carol, for the estate sale. I haven't looked at it on the calendar recently enough. Let's see. The 6th is a Saturday, so 6. Mom, maybe you can just put it in there. 1 to 14. 6. So it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So it's 17, 18, 19 or 18, 19, 20, one of those weekend dates. So the pop-up at Mom's is on May 1st. We're getting, but we did get the estate sale date established as well. Okay, this one is not coordinating with anything. I guess it was kind of a fish weekend. Look at this little guy. Is he not the cutest? He's a wall pocket with all the pink, blue, yellow on him and gold accents on the tail and the fins. Still has his eye. And here is the sticker. Bradley exclusives from Japan. So I will probably put him about 35 at the show, so I can start him here for you guys at after math. 25. Hi, Patsy. Good to see you. But he's a good size. I love the pastel colors of him, and that he was a wall pocket. He is just about 5.5 inches tall, 6 inches across, right here, and a little over an inch deep. Not much, but just a little bit over an inch deep. There she goes. There, Mom's putting in dates for us. Let's see down in there. It's just dusty in there. There's no dirt down in there. So it doesn't look like anybody really used it. It was hung on the wall when I got it, but that is in great shape. It looks like whoever painted it had a little bit of overpaint on the back, but his face is super cute. And just for comparison size, this is the big fish that Ramella got in the bathroom or the chalk set. So he's similar in shape, but not exactly the same. Yeah, I love the colors. This is the first thing I picked up at this little shop. We missed the first shop we missed on the way out of town. I was passing a semi truck and a trailer pulling a camper. And I needed to like pull over in front of the semi truck and turn. And I was like, whoop, guess we're not going to that store this time. We'll have to go there next time. I don't see the pastels very much. I see the, I don't know, non-pastels. Primaries a little bit more often. So. Oh yeah, very true, Sandy. Definitely, Carol. You will probably need to remind me because I don't have a lot of memory left today, but not a problem at all. Totally doable. Look at the fun little paper bag I got. Merry Christmas from Piggly Wiggly. That's pretty fun. I don't remember what else is in here. Oh, yes I do. I got 2 of these. These will go to my Scandinavian shows. It says salted sticks, as in pretzels and or whatever else like that. And it's made by Porsgrund, which is out of Norway. Oh, let's focus. Right here. And it has the date on it. I can't focus. No wonder the camera can't focus. 1980. I have 2 of these available. They're just a little size. I think I have one in my own collection. 2.5 inches tall and about 2 inches across. They are porcelain, the blue and white theme, and I would probably put 12 on each one of those, but I would start them at 8 here. Let's see, I'll unwrap the other one. They would be fun for like even putting toothpicks in, like on a charcuterie board or something like that, or for hors d'oeuvres. But Forsgrind is something I always pick up if I can find it at a reasonable price because it's from Norway. They're both marked 1980. They're just a little bit different because they're stamped one off to the side. So yes, it's your choice, 1 or 2 or both. Starting at $8. I see Patsy in there. They also had the peanut shakers, but I've had those before. And I probably still have a couple in my box in my stock downstairs. So the blue on the white is just so crisp. Kind of a little rose mulling kind of style, or toll painting is what we would call it here. So we have Patsy in at 8. To remember to drink. I don't think I was gone as long this time, so hopefully the altitude won't get me tomorrow. As long as I remember to drink a lot of water tonight, that'll help too. So, yep. Mom brought back some Porsgrund when they visited Norway back in the day. So if anyone else is interested, be 9 or higher. Calling it down. Thank you, Sandy. We're going to put, I can spell. And we have 2 cups. There we go. Choice. We are sold. Would you like one or both, Patsy? Yes, it has like little indents. So it has like 3 feet. And then it's like that. How about this big? It'd be like just right for the side of the bed for a little water in the middle of the night. Not enough to make too much of a mess. She'll take 2, please. Thank you, Patsy. TM, perfect. Appreciate it. All right. Okay. This came from the same store. This is a 3-tiered painted tidbit tray, service tray, whatever you want to call it. It does come apart, I believe. Yes, it unscrews. The lady at the store just put the whole thing in the bag for me. Uh-oh, more thunder coming. And it is made in France. You see right here? hand painted from France. Now, this just screamed BTS or Tea Party to me. This is sitting on my desk. That's how tall this is. Almost 17 inches tall. I'll show you this way. So close to 17, 16, 17, somewhere in there, right in between. The bottom plate is 9.5. The middle plate is almost 8, and the top plate is 6.5. And then it has this stand at the bottom. Usually there's just like a silver foot or something. Hey, Mallory. Yes, it is. It is available, Mallory. So let me get you a starting price on this. I'm going to do math in my head. I was thinking that this would need to start at 38 to 45 at a show. So I can start this at 32 here. Probably 30. I could start it at 30. But it's really pretty. All the different florals, the pastel pink highlights on it, and then the gold accents. And then each section has the porcelain decorated that matches it in between with the roses as well. And then that base foot. Each plate is marked. It's upside down, but, and then I'll show you this. The foot is also marked with that France. And I don't know if that logo there is a specific maker or not, but I loved it. So I picked up the fish, and then I had fish in one hand and I had this in the other hand, went up to the counter so I could make a pile and then start looking again. Now, when this comes apart, it does have some like washers or little rubber washers or paper washers here. And what I will probably do is just put it back together in the same order, or put it next to it so you know where things go. Because obviously this isn't going to be the way I can ship it. I'll do is I'll unscrew the whole thing and it will condense down into a much better package and be much safer for that. Oh, Dax, yes, Delaney, I see you at 32. That's awesome. Thank you. And then, so Mallory, did you want that black? As soon as I will set this down because you can still see it practically as well. This one right here. You wanted that, Mallory? And I want to make sure that you know it does have one little chip. If anyone else was interested in the tiered tray, you'd need to be 33 or higher. There's one little scallop chipped right there. So you let me know about that, Geneva. I thought this would be great for just a little girl's birthday party or a tea party. Super pretty. Love the hand painting on that. Oh, yeah. I would have gotten it for sure if it had been blue and white. I probably can't touch it at Geneva. Well, I'll offer it up again right after we finish this one. We got going once, going twice. So we got the pink tiered tray from France. This came out of Missouri as well. And we are sold. Thank you, Delaney. Perfect. Glad you like that. I'm going to set that over here so I don't knock it over. All right, we're going to revisit the black. It is purple amethyst, black amethyst glass. Because when I look through it, I can see the purple, even though it's really hard for you guys to see. Oh. Well, Patsy, we're going to back up. So, Patsy, you were just after the sold. However, on my channel, because I know that lags and stuff are crazy. If there was another offer on it, I do give you a chance to be able to be in on it. So we always revisit it. And we need to go from there. So if we're going to reopen it, which is what I typically do, I need to go from there. Delaney says she'll be in at 34 because then Delaney always, whoever is in, always gets to answer to the offer. I'm sorry, I'm talking slowly. My brain is not comprehending, and I'm trying to get out the words without smearing them all together. These are the times when I'm like, Paula has already got it re-gone and restarted in the chat. So I have Delaney at 34. No worries. Okay. All right, Miss Patsy, thank you so much. We will leave it back with Miss Delaney then. We gotcha. All right. Now, Geneva, Mallory, whoever else is interested, I believe it to be Westmoreland glass, and it is the black amethyst. It has the white splatter paint on it. It does need a bath, and it has one little chip on the one scallop. Find it back. So we had started it at 10 because, or I offered it at 10 because it's missing that little scallop right there. Thank you, Sandy. Appreciate it. Thank you, Patsy, for understanding and letting us know that. Appreciate that. Trying to be as consistent as possible with being able to let you guys have with the lag and stuff. So I don't, it's not my favorite thing to do, the beat the sold. I don't like that. So big here for me with the lag, that's the way it seems to work best. So I appreciate your patience with that. Okay, no worries, Geneva. Gotta give Mallory a hard time at least. So we're gonna say black with white paint and box. And we're at 10. So we can count that down for Mallory. That's right. I forgot that I knew somebody would like that. I just didn't think about Mallory right off the top of my head. I don't know why not. Good thing somebody Beetlejuiced you in to take a peek at it. It does need a bath because this is what the outside should look like once we get it a little bit cleaned up. And we can count that one down. I'm not confusing you. You just said, what if you would want it? You're confusing me. Where's Paula when we need her? She can read my mind occasionally. We might have to get some more good, really ESP going there with Sandy here. That'll help. So wonderful. Thank you, Mallory. Appreciate it. Okay, let's check out these guys. I picked these up today. We were in Kansas. I can get the stickers off so we can see them. I'm gonna have to find the stoppers in the other box. I picked up 3 of these. Oh, okay, cool. Right. Exactly, Sandy. That's what it is. My brain is lagging. And okay, I got it here, but you'll have to remind me what my start was on it because I don't remember that one. I'll put it next to the black box. Mallory? Was it? I'm thinking 12, but I'm not sure if that was the start. So I can double check, or if somebody else is already checking, that'd be awesome. I got 2. All the stickers off so we can see it in its full glory. And I got 3. They're all different colors. They are all made in Italy decanters, mid-mod. Let me get this up here so we can find the stoppers. I put the stoppers in a different box because they fit easily, but that's how they get separated. So, okay, thank you, Kristen. I have that down for you, Mallory, on the skunk. Yeah, they're pretty fun. So, decanters. I picked these 3 up today. They are going to be a higher price point because what I'm thinking is they would be great at the mid-mod show, and they are hard to find. Let's start with this one. Make sure I have the right stopper and the right ones here, because one doesn't fit in the other bottle. Now, I believe they were calling this like a brutalist pattern or something like that when I looked them up earlier. They are fairly large. Almost 10 inches tall, 9.5 to the top of the bottle, and about 7 inches wide. And then you add the stopper. 12 to 12.5 inches, depending on how the stopper sits in each of the bottles. So this one is a more brownish color, but its stopper is a little more amber. And all full disclosure, it has a little chip on this lip on the side of the bottle. It doesn't on the other side, but right here it does. So, and these say made in Italy right there. And scents root beer. Yep, it is a darker brown color. But that square stopper, cube stopper is amazing. And to have all 3 of them at the same place, they're pretty neat. This one will need to start at, I would probably start it at 100 at my mid-mod show because of the damage. But I would be willing to start it here at 75 for this brown color one. I'm just going to go through all 3 of them so you know where we're at. This one is all amber, and it is heavier than the brown one. So it must have a little bit more glass here in the bottom of the base. So it is very heavy. It has the amber stopper, and it has no damage on the mouth of the decanter as well. And there is the made in Italy. So this one I would probably have at 150 at my show. Okay, will do, Mallory. Thank you. I'm tired. I just drove home today. Just blame it on the interstate. Thanks for popping in. Say hi to Mom for us. Good night. So, what did I say? This would be about 150 at my show, so I could start it here at 125. And then this tealy green blue color one, which is amazing color wise. It is so beautiful and has the stopper. I'd be tempted to keep this one, quite honestly, just because of the color. Made in Italy. And it does have a little bit of damage right here. But again, you just turn that to the back, put the stopper in, and nobody's going to see it. This one, I'm thinking probably should be around 200, maybe even a little bit higher after I do some research at the mid-mod show. But if I go on the same veins at 20% off, it would be about a 160 start here. And I know that's a higher price point, but you guys get first dibs and get to see it fresh out of the box. I literally just got these this afternoon. It was the one store that we really stopped and snooped at today. And found some treasures at. So I love this color. All right. I'm thinking Alex needs to probably be asked to not comment in the chat. Thank you very much. Let's see. We deleted him. What we need to do, if that pops up again, we need to probably report, because if we're just deleting it, I can't report that to YouTube. So, perfect. So, yeah, I can only hold 2 colors up at a time, but really fun. All we're missing is like a green and an orange, and we'd have all the colors there. Thank you, Sandy. Appreciate it. They are neat because they're nice and flat, so they don't take up as much room as because usually everything is so circular and round. I kind of like that they're not as they're a little space saver kind of that way. Thank you, Geneva. Appreciate it. You guys are on it. We haven't had a troll for a while. You never know what we're gonna get around here, I guess. I forgot what to do because I haven't seen one for so long. Okay. Do I know how they were made? I would assume that they were blown into the mold, and at the top would have been finished off or cut off the poncho. But other than that, I don't. I'm pretty sure they're mid-mod. I've seen them before. I've seen pictures of this design before. But that's just a guess, Patsy. Okay. I have half of this unwrapped. I think this piece is it's kind of an impole-y kind of style as well. Thank you, Amy. I mean, I like the other decanters and, you know, and the other, like the genie bottle shapes and stuff too, but these remind me a little bit of some of the other shapes that Blinka would do too. So I'm sure they were inspired by some of that mid-mod and stuff out of the 70s as well. You need a big straw. Okay, here we go. This is kind of that 70s blown art glass. It's a little bit thin. It is amber, but this is always what is the hard piece to find is the lid. I see these a lot without any lids, but this is a shorter one. Reminds me of a Sorry piece on the game board. Sorry, to play that a lot as a kid. This one is 7 inches tall and about 5 1/4 at its widest. And I can start it at $15 because I'd probably put about 20 to 25 on it at a show. But it's a cute little, it's the short one. They've made these in like all different heights and sizes with these style lids on them. And you can see how much darker the glass color looks where it's thicker here at the top and at the foot. So yeah, so see, it looks like a marble. It'd be perfect where we'll get our inspiration for the other piece. Let's see. I am not seeing any glow to it. What I see is the dust and the residue from the tape that is glowing on it. So, right? You guys are a little bit clearer thinking than me tonight. It would be just about the right size too. Perfect size. So I'll look for marble just about that size. Okay, we're gonna slide this over. See what's next in the box. Oh, I don't know if anybody would be interested in this here. I have a gown. That's loud. Sorry. Oh, Lori's on it too. Put this over there. All right, Lori is in at 15 on the amber dish. And see, it's just right there with that same kind of colorway as those decanters. Got it. We can go with, oh man. Lori's at 15. Anyone else wants to be in to be 16 or higher, or we can count it down. Lori Blue Flamingo. This is for the amber 2-piece dish. Yes, I love this shape. I especially love it when I find it in teal. Yeah. I found a couple. They're kind of fun. I was talking to the gentleman. He was stocking his booth. He'd been out at the flea market this last weekend. He's like, so what's good right now? He said the flea market was a dud. I said, well, you know, the mid-mod stuff, that's always good. And what else are we talking about? Glass has been pretty good. He's like, I can't keep glass barely in my booth anymore. So he's noticing the same kind of trend that we were talking about. So that's cool. Ooh, you have teal and amber together will be really cool. Maybe a little bittersweet mixed in there too. They complement each other well. Complement each other as well. End of sentence. Cool. Thank you, Sandy. We're sold to Lori. Okay, this is what I was unwrapping. I have a friend of mine who does, her group is a Fenton Lamp, the Lamp Life. And these are the mid-60s, 70s lamp chains. And I thought she might have somebody who has a lamp that's kind of mid-modish that would just love to have something retro like this. So, hey, Jeremy, welcome. So I was going to offer that to her or her group. It's a bit noisy, a little bit out of my normal wheelhouse, but I know she loves all this fixture stuff. She took a couple of my my shades and is going to see if she has any lamp, the hardware for them to go on, so that they see if they fit. I've taken them with because they're so so hard to find the right size otherwise. So I'm gonna set those aside for her. Yeah, I thought they were fun. Let's see. Right. Yeah, it's a sturdy chain too. So don't have to worry about that one coming down as long as you get it hooked on there really well. Okay. I found a couple newer things. These they're both the same. They're ghost and gold tone lapel pin, but I thought they were fun for Halloween. Yep, Geneva is dirt road. That's what Jeremy is saying hello to Geneva. I think he was trying to make sure that he had the right name there. These would be $5 choice if you wanted one or the other. They're both the same as far as I can tell. They have that tie tack kind of closure. Well, Jeremy, did you happen to see our video or any of our pictures from the bash that we were at this weekend? There was so much glass there. I don't think I've seen that much in one room in a long time. So otherwise, these are going to go in my jewelry stash. Probably need to go in a Halloween pile or fall pile for that matter. So they come out at the right season. And then we'll put this move the box to the side. Let's see. Oh, yeah, so much glass. It was amazing. Yeah, right? He says that like it's a bad thing. He's surrounded by a little bit of glass already. He's got a little bit of a glass addiction like the rest of us. Okay, this is the other newer item I picked up. It's one of those little trinket boxes with a magnetic closure. And I could start him at $10. I don't know, a Chihuahua, whatever, some little dog. It's got little pink rhinestones. It was fun, Jeremy. It's got rhinestones in his ears. It's got his eyes. I know these are newer made, but I don't see them very often. And they're cute little size for like a miniature shelf. So did I see? No, they didn't, Jeremy. I haven't been on social media because we've been a little busy packing up and driving back across country. He's 2 inches wide, about 2 inches tall, and about 3/4 inches deep. Oh, that's okay. It's all right, Sandy. We forgive your pointer finger. My brain's not doing very good either. Oh, these are fun. He was a $10 start. I'm gonna have a mountain of paper again. I just threw out a whole bunch of newspaper print before I left. There he is. $10 start. And he's that fun little magnet trinket box. I'll set him next to the lion. I don't know what I'm doing with this next group. My thought was that I would turn them into ornaments because they were taken off. They're the lucite grapes, and they've got the little bit of a wire left on them. But my thought was I could make them into an ornament with that wire that's on there and rig up somehow to make a loop or a hanger for them. I'll do that, Jeremy. I will see if I can remember to check it out. That's right. Anybody who wants to clean glass, please feel free. but they glow. Now they look way more green on my screen. They look like a cloudy light green or neon yellow to me in under the black light. My good black light is still in my cash box from the show. Right? They do. They look like the game, the ones that are on the string, the clackers. So what happened? I got a bowl full. So something happened to the grapes, and somebody salvaged them, and I thought they would make fun ornaments. So I'm showing them to you guys because it's what came out of the box, but I don't know how I'm going to like this one. The wire is so short. I'm going to have to figure out how I can attach something to that. Right? Wouldn't that be something on the lid? Just for fun. It's a little big. It doesn't want to sit on there. There. Is that too big? That's a little too big, Jeff. Good idea, though. Oh, you need I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you could replace them or not. I have seen these as ornaments before, but some of the wires are cut so short, I don't know if you'd be able to attach them. Like this one is longer and just bent over. Like I could almost make that right into a loop really easily to put a little cord or a ribbon or something on. But right, at least it glows. Very true. But I couldn't pass up this bowl full of grapes that glow, and figured I could do something fun with them. They show up pretty good color-wise there. They're not too bad just as a bowl full of grapes either. So we'll figure out something with those. Oh, that's not bad, Sandy. I'm pretty good with a hot glue gun. I don't know if it would stick on that the loose side or not. That's not a bad idea. E6000 takes a little bit longer than I have patience to hold, to make sure it stays on. Oh, I'm gonna turn them around. I have a pair. They're both I think they're candle holders, but it almost reminds me of a vase. It's almost a 2-inch opening or 2 inches deep. So I'm wondering if they're a vase, but they had them marked as candle holders. This one's a little bit shorter than this guy. They are marked, around and around. Handcrafted in Japan. And I can't pronounce that. SAK Glass, Japan. So I'm thinking these are more 50s, 60s. And yeah, they do look like that sculptured ice. I would have thought they would have been something from, say, Norway or Sweden if I hadn't seen this sticker on it. And it is definitely a vintage sticker. SASAKL, I believe, or I. Glass. Handcrafted Japan. So I'm kind of thinking, because you can see right here, see that bubble? Or my finger goes in there. That's how deep it is. That's why I was thinking it might have been a vase. But they're very, let's see, they remind me very much of the, oh, it's going to come out. The snowballs or the artichoke style from Sweden. Sasaki. Okay. I will believe you. but I'm thinking that I would like to sell them as a choice because they're a little bit different. This one's a little bit shorter, and they would need to start at $12 choice because I would probably put about 18 to 22 each on them at the mid-month show. The shorter one is 3 inches tall, and the taller one is almost 3.5. And they are about 2.5 inches across the base. It's very clear glass. The shorter one has a sticker on it. The taller one does not. Look at how clear the glass is, how they, I'm thinking they ground it down and got it a nice look on it. It does have a smidge of a bubble right there. Yep, it's a bubble in the glass. Romola says 13 after Laura was in at 12. Okay, my brain is going to work. Kristen could probably come up with it before I can. That the Swedish company Costa Boda. They remind me of Costa Boda. And they're owls, and they're just super cute. These came out of Kansas. The next morning, Wednesday morning, I've had them in my car almost a whole week. We've there was so there used to be a really cool antique mall in the town we stayed in Salina. It was called Old Lang Syne. It was an old bank building downtown Salina, and she ended up with an offer for selling the building, and about 2 years ago they closed that one down, and it left such a hole in that style of business in town. Somebody else, oh, Finland has a glass. Yes, that one too, Patsy, as well. I agree with you. That they opened up this one called Junk in the Trunk. And when I went through in March to go to Alabama, they closed because they were moving from one location into the mall. So they were open and ready to go this time around, and we got to shop them again. So that was kind of fun. All right, we're closing it down. We have Romola at 15. It will be choice. Thank you both for your offers. And so we're just going to call them, they're not much difference, but short and tall. And you can tell me whether you want with short, tall, or both. But since they reminded me of a Scandinavian style, that's one of the reasons why I picked them up in the first place. So Romola wants one with a sticker. Awesome. Thank you, Romola. So Laura, are you interested in the other guy? It is the taller one with no sticker. As my backup. Thank you, Romola. They are heavy. I'm guessing they're close to a pound of glass each. You will pass, Laura says. Thank you. Were those the only two that were in on this? I believe so. If anybody else wants to put Owl in for $15, he'll be yours. Set him to the side there. Thank you both. Hi, everybody. We have almost 50 people in the chat. That's awesome. I'm going to give myself a thumbs up. My count is totally off on my tablet, so I can't even check. It doesn't want to check and tell me how many thumbs up we have so far. Oh, Romola's going to take both? All right. Keep that pair together. Thank you, Romola. All right, since she's not taking the other one, I appreciate you letting me know. Thank you. Oh, Romola's the first one I saw with that. Patsy. Oh, okay. I do have a small pile of Fenton. I was going to try and put all the Fenton I found, since I know some of it's in a couple boxes in the car. I was going to try and put it all together so we can do a Fenton night. Now, Stephen was supposed to come and be on with me tonight, but he remembered last minute that he had concert tickets somewhere. Okay, I got you. I will switch it around. So we're going to have to hold him to another night here pretty soon because he missed last month too. Owl Patsy. Thank you. If Patsy still wants it, I'll switch it over to her. You're good. Romola says she's fine with the one, and then we can spread the owls out. Everybody can have an owl. Okay. 36 thumbs up. Thanks, Kay. I know, Geneva. We're like, really, Stephen? Come on now. And hi, thank you. This is the neat comport. This should be Tiffin because of this super soft satin finish they are totally known for. Sandy, there you go. And this color green lights up pretty good. I don't even need the good flashlight for it. What do you think? I think it is putting on a show. It is gorgeous. So I can start this at $15. It probably would be a $30 to $35 piece at a show. 7 inches across and just under 6 inches tall, 5 3/4 inches tall. It is a shallow bowl. Is barely 2 inches deep on the bowl, like 1.5, 1.5 deep. I love Tiffin glass. Number one, it's got some great colors. The green and the yellow both fluoresce like crazy. And the texture to it just feels so nice. It was probably back, I believe, when they were still acid etching to get this kind of a finish on it. And boy, is it an amazing finish. So I see Bonnie in at 15. Thank you so much. Oh, yes, you could. There. Let's see what kind of. You could have some interesting grapes in that bowl. All right, Patsy. You guys confirm with each other and I will do whatever you like. So I love this color. I mean, it's a great green color to start with, and then it just lights up like crazy. So, okay. I know. Right, Kristen? Let's see. We have Tiffin, Comport, green, and we have 15, and start counting it down. Well, it says it's fine. So as everybody's on the same page, I will leave it with one for Romola, one owl for Romola, and one owl for Miss Patsy. And as long as we're counting down, I'll get a drink. You could probably put marbles in it too. Oh yeah, fairy lights. I would love to find. I just have a bad time searching Amazon, and I think that would probably be the place to find them. That I would have black light fairy lights or black light, those little LEDs on a string. Okay. Is that any better? Yes, my phone is plugged in. Check. It doesn't like the Wi-Fi. I know it was frozen. It was connecting to the Wi-Fi and it didn't like it. So are we okay again here? Yep. How about now? Am I back? Do that and see if that helps with the focus. We are sold for Bonnie on the dish. I have that. We're okay now. All right. It doesn't like coming back to the Wi-Fi apparently in Colorado. I did not put it on that right away. So we're just going to stick with this. All right, here's a fun one. Lime green recipe box. And this is like a cardboard or plastic coated with gold on the inside. No marker, no anything on it. Just that regular recipe box, but that awesome lime green color. And that would be a $7 start. I'd probably put 12 at the mid-mod show for this one. Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. We'll see what we can do with those because I think I have one more lucite grape set that was kind of falling apart, and I figured I could craft a little bit with it as well. See what I could come up with for. I thought they'd be fun on a tree, Christmassy even, to have black lights on a tree so they could glow. So thank you, Pat. Too many Y names, Bonnie. Thank you, Bonnie. I'm sorry. I wasn't that tired. I didn't feel that tired. My brain must just be slowing down. It's getting there. It's like 10:30 in my head. You know, I barely get used to the time change and I go back. Oh, sorry, Sandy. The start was 7 on the recipe box. And yes, Mom, the mid-mod show is in August in Denver. I know, Geneva. There's a mid-mod show here in Denver, in Colorado. Thank you, Kay. It tried to go all curly on me with all that humidity, but I told her she'd have to get it nice and short for me. It was out at the wings of something on the south side of Denver, southeast side of Denver. And they do a whole mid-mod week, including a 2-day show, like vendor show, and a car show, and they have airplanes out, and then they have some of the mid-mod houses that they do tours throughout the week and stuff. And then yes, Wings Over the Rockies, MJ's got it. They also have a lot of people that come in full vintage wear. So it's really fun to see all the different clothing and stuff. Oh no, it's not. It just goes wherever it wants to. So I've learned that all I do is push it up off my face and it can do whatever it wants. And then I have to get it cut more often so it doesn't hang over my ears and drive me crazy. It does, like, literally does what it wants. The curls go in all different directions. Every time I get it cut, it goes in a different direction. But thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad it looks presentable. All right. Speaking of mid-mod, this is one of those, I don't know what you'd even call it. It's like the flat piece of glass that they've laid in the mold, and then it slumps in the kiln to get this shape. And it's got that fun pineapple and stripes. I believe it is a George Briard right there. You can see it on there. It is a square bowl on the outside with it's about an inch and a half depth to it. about 10¼ inches square. And probably at mid-mod it'd be somewhere around $28 to $35, but I can start for you guys around $21. I have had, and I don't think I have any right here, but I've had the enamel, like the pots and pans with this pineapple design in it, on it, where it's like the teapots or the pans and the frying skillet. And the pattern is like on the bottom side of the pan, so when you hang it on the wall, the pattern shows out. So I don't see these very often, and it's like a textured glass. I think we had something similar and one got broken at another show. What happens? Speaking of which, I'm going to tattle on John Walk. He was loading yesterday, Sunday. No, she does like that really short on the back with that, but not all over, no. Anyway, John was loading. He lost 2 tubs of glass on the way out to the car. It's sad. Somebody always breaks something at a glass show. It's just inevitable. How about this one? It's a petalware plate with oranges painted on it, and it has that nice little red on it, and it fires. Yeah, it's like fryware almost. You can definitely see the opalescence in the glass. And this is a single plate. That's all I have. And it can start at $8. I probably put $12 at a show. It's one of those ones I picked up because I had to save it. You can kind of see the diamond style design right here on the back. This is kind of 3D on this side, and on the front it's nice and smooth. But what you're seeing is the thickness of the glass. So where it's thinner, it's that kind of blue color, and where it's thicker, it's white. And when you hold it up with the light behind it, you will see the firing of the opalescent glass. Thank you, Jeremy. I'm glad it made it all in one piece. That's awesome. There you go. Mom will tell you all about it. Macbeth Evans. Same maker as American Sweetheart. This would be fun on a plate hanger on the wall as well. Make a nice piece on a plate wall for a decoration. That one was out of Kansas as well. I mean, I was only in 2 other states, Kansas and Missouri. So. Well, let's see. This one I think is going to go to the booth. It's a cute little apple, but it does have a chip right there. And it holds these little fruit spreaders, or for jams and stuff. They have the plastic handles. At the booth, I'd probably put $10 on it. So if anyone is interested, you can't see it too much with the, but there is a little spot. It's a ceramic. Oops, there went one knife. Oh, here we go. It was a hobbyist piece, and it says 1974. Ada somebody made this one. Let's see if we can catch it. Right there. There's a signature at the bottom. Ada K-E-N-N Canal, something like that. 74. Thanks, Geneva. Thank you, Sandy. Hi, Mary. Welcome. All right, Jeremy, thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. So that'd be fun inside in the middle or on a hors d'oeuvres table where you have like jams or mayonnaise or something like that. I don't know if you'd want them put back in there necessarily, but it sure makes a cute little display in the first place. So that'll probably end up at my booth. Hmm. I think we're getting close to the bottom here. Now, Barb was telling me something about this, and I never did get to show it to her in person. So we were trying to figure out who had made it by me just describing it to her. It's definitely a center-handled cubist design, centered handled like sandwich tray. It is fairly large, and it is definitely that 70s green color. I thought it was a little bit brighter, but I don't believe so. 13 inches across. So this would be something else to ship. I would probably put it at the show probably around $25 to $28. So I could start it for 20 here. I'd rather not ship it, but it is heavy. It is it's at least 2 pounds of glass. I don't know, we were talking about that. Who else makes the other one? We're talking maybe Whitehall. We don't think it's American because of, Fostoria. American because this color wasn't a color they made. So we were thinking Whitehall or there's another maker. Is it who makes those other little fairy lights in the same cubist pattern in the clear? I want to say Home Coat, but I don't think that's the right one. So I know you're not lying there, Amy. That is the truth because that would have been a find because that would have been Fostoria American. This is almost 4 pounds of glass. So probably best just to go in the booth and or at another show because by itself, it's almost 4 pounds. So I missed what happened. Oh no. Are you feeling, is it feeling, are they throbbing? I know that's what happens a lot when you get them smashed. What were you going for there, Ma? It just came in CI where did you have another, the rest of the word there you were typing in? Huh. Yeah. It looks like I have, I have 3 things left. These will probably go in my BTS pile. I have the Lennox Winter Greetings in the pottery. They are the plates, the 9-inch plates in the different birds. 4 different bird ones. And these are heavy too. They are, let's see, since I have the scale, that's almost a pound each plate as well. Cubist is by Imperial. Okay. Oh no. Yuck, Sandy, I'm sorry. Ouch. So these will probably go in my plate pile for BTS. And okay, I found a little one and it's intact. It has 5 grapes on I don't know, kind of a, what do they call this? Like the washed up the wood. It's really smooth, like the water washed it all, got it all smooth. Oh no. Oh no, Sandy. And they glow a little greeny color, even though they're a little dusty. So this driftwood, there it is. Carol's reading my mind. She got the message. Yeah, Sandy did too. Good job. Patsy, look at everybody. See, as my mother would say, listen to what I'm trying to say. You guys are awesome. That's the word for sure. So this little one, I would probably put at around, because normally you have a lot more grapes than that, but these are bigger. Let's just compare, shall we? That's the red ones, and those are the yellow ones. These are much bigger than the yellow ones. I'd probably put about 30 to 36 at the mid-mod show on this little one. It is a little bit heavier. It's almost 2 pounds. Again, when I'm shopping, I don't think about weight all the time. And it does kind of look like a burl as well. You are correct, Marianne. I like the stuff from like the swamp that has those, like the stumps that have been really well worn and then they cut them off. They look like a neat a moonscape almost to me. I like them for putting in with some of the art glass. It makes a neat combination of the wood and the glass. So if anyone is interested in this red small bunch on the driftwood, burlwood style combination here, I would start it at 22. Cypress knees. I think I've heard that they've been called that, but that's not something I ever committed to memory. Thank you, Geneva. Marianne saying hey to everybody. Yeah. These ones, I have a few other of these, but stuck away in the mid-mod boxes. I see you, Patsy, at 22. These glow green. So yeah, you can see the wires in there. They're definitely longer, and then they're attached into the wood underneath there. Funny, Sandy. Yeah, I betcha, Ma. That makes sense. I think the ones that I got one from Jeff's uncle, and I think it was from Louisiana. So these are red. Let's see, let me put something up next to it. Let's find something red. This is Georgian red. So they're more like a bright Christmas red color. Let me put something white behind it so you can see it as well. Does that help, Patsy, for discerning the colorway? This is a little bit more. Yeah, I'm not gonna face. Let me know if that's enough for trying to figure it out for you. Okay, perfect. All right, we got Patsy in at 22. And, oh, they look orange to you too? Nope, they are definitely red. Let's see. I don't have anything orange to compare it to. Well, here's an orange sticky note. Well, there's the bittersweet orange. This is an orange sticky note. I mean, the bittersweet pretty much says that's pretty true colors right there. They are red. All right. Thank you, Miss Patsy. Got it. Move the scale out of the way. This, I believe, I have 2 boxes. that bag, and this big box. This is the last item for tonight, and then I will have a few other things that I will pull together for Fenton at another time for sure that came from this trip. This is a Town and Country handbag. Decorate by number. No snowing. Woo, no sewing, no stitching. Easy to do. That's funny. Because I keep American cheese just handy for color comparison. Isn't it funny how our brain does that with certain shapes? That we just think that's what it's going to be. Well, Delaney, that one is not currently for sale. Right now, that one is living at my house. But here is the bag. Someone started the pattern. So it is a canvas style bag with the design printed on it. And it has wooden ends. And then all the rest of the embellishments are inside in the purse for finishing the design. They all came in this bag. I've not seen anything like this before. Here's what was the directions. I thought maybe it was like the style like the like that one lady that this made. So this is what was on the box on the front when it was cellophane wrapped and what it's supposed to look like. Oops, when it's done. And all the directions by General Crafts. Has a couple pictures of other styles that they had. I was thinking I would probably, wouldn't that have been cool if we had a mushroom one? I like owls, but I like mushrooms better. I was thinking I would probably put this at about $75 at the mid-mod because it's just really cool. It's never been used. All the things, I don't want to, there's a bunch of sequins. Oh, come on. And all the stuff in the bottom. Yes, like Enid Collins. That's what I was thinking, yes. I want to look at this one for more directions. Here's the glue bottle. Don't think that works anymore. They probably have to buy some more glue, but like the little, all the prisms, the sequins. Oh, the razor blade to cut everything the right size. It's in the cardboard. We're safe. So it's all that came with it is in here that I saw at the store. So see if I stick to my 20% off about if I do it around 75-ish at the show, that would put me at about 14 off. So I could start it at around 60 here. So there's the bag with more stuff in it. It's got one zipper pocket on the inside right there. I know, but that's the counter space I had. It's got the latch right here. And then the wooden ends I just thought were amazing. So if it doesn't sell at mid-mod as a finish, finish me up and make me yourself kind of thing, you might just do it myself and follow the directions and then offer it for sale again because it's got like the numbers and everything for what goes in the space. So even if it doesn't have, I guess they put it all together because it had all the things like the feet and the latch and the strap and everything. They just stopped on the decorating. Oh yeah, look at I'm going to switch hands to show you this. Look at the design pattern. for all the different things that go in it and all the description. It's pretty, yeah. And then here's the list of all the embellishments. So if there's something missing, I could probably find a replacement and get it all finished up. But I thought it was pretty cool. What I was wondering was if there was a date on it anywhere. Oh, no date on this, but it's out of Baltimore, Maryland is where the General Craft Corporation is from, right down there. Oh, there it is, 1970. Right in front of my nose. So, kind of out of my wheelhouse, but I thought it was pretty neat. And here's all the little envelope that, well, nothing's in it anymore, but all the owl pieces go in there. Here's what we're going to do. Not quite sure what the razor blade was for specifically, but it's going in here, so we don't have that out. Yeah, you could totally use the pattern again. You'd have to figure out, I mean, you a way to make, you know, I mean, whatever you wanted to make it on, but you could totally use the pattern again. But everything that came in the box when I purchased it is in here. So, oh, Bramola is in at 60. I think it's fantastic. I mean, it might be I mean, it looks like wood, it feels like wood. I don't know if it's, oh, it's two pieces that sandwich the side right here, that sandwich those sides in, and then they, the handle screwed in right there. Yeah, it's right in there at the end of the mid-mod era, so lots of sequins and plastic gems, and I will pick up the couple pieces that I know I've heard hit the floor because they were in between the papers when I pulled them out. So, all right, Miss Romola, I have it. I have the box and everything. So that one paper where it's white here is where that colored picture, the design picture, went. And then I imagine it was probably cellophane wrapped to keep it all in. It looks, that's what I think it's meant to look like, Jeff. Yes, I agree. That's what it's definitely mimicking. So anyone else interested there would need to be 61 or higher for the owl purse. And we can count it down. I like the shape of it. It's actually a nice size too. Let me give you a quick measurement just so we're all on the same page. It is 9 inches tall, 4.5 inches deep, 10 inches wide, and it has a 6-inch drop on the strap. So that's really fun. Thank you, Romola. It has a slight, you know, Midwestern basement smell to it. If that totally is a no deal for you, you let me know. But thank you. Appreciate it very much. Oh yeah, I think it'd be really cool finished. You'll have to post pictures of it if you finish it, and so we can see how it looks. That'll be neat. Okay, I think that is my shopping spree that was from this trip. So I will be pinning Stephen down to a date for when he can be back on. And I also will have some more Fenton eventually, because I know I have at least 4 pieces that are packed. When I packed up the show, I put them in a box in the car. So it's just one. It looks really cute though. It is fun. So thank you, Ramal. I appreciate it. So, okay. So what's coming up? My regular Tuesday sales. I have at least 3 videos that I'm going to try and finish and start posting from this last weekend. Thank you, Laura. I have Mom's pop-up sale coming up Monday on May 1st, 7 p.m. And then getting Steven scheduled for a date coming up. So those are the things that are in the works for me here. And we might even get a video from Mom's new place, because she is going into a place that is quite mid-mod in design, and everybody loves the sign and everything, and she's going to have a pretty cool view once she gets all moved in there. So I bet you she'd be willing to show that off once she gets settled. So we'll see what we can figure out with that. So, oh, I know. That's what somebody had shirts that said easily distracted by Fenton, and one about like getting out of like a frequent offender, a frequent Fenton offender t-shirt. That was pretty clever too. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Geneva, for your help in modding. I appreciate it so much. And thank you all for joining me in the thumbs up. And you can just be looking. I'm trying to make sure that I get those pop-up things scheduled and in there so that the notifications will come up, because I know that those things are out of my normal schedule. So thanks, everybody. Good night, Carol. Good night, Geneva. Y'all have a good one. I'm probably going to be heading straight to bed. See y'all soon, and then definitely in the chats.